Hello, what's up guys? Your guy Promise once again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm talking about cultural shock. My cultural shock when I moved to Germany. Part 2. If you're ready for this video, stay tuned. Okay, so this is the second session of my culture shock since I moved to Germany. I've already done the first part. If you've not watched it, I'm going to put the link here so that you can go and watch it after this video. So let's just get straight to the point, and the first thing I want to talk about is the weather. Okay, so this is more of an Europe thing than a German thing. So the first time I came to Germany was for Christmas holidays, and it was during winter. So I got to the airport around 7:30 to 8, and I was shocked because there was no sun. The skies were dark, and of course lights were everywhere, but the skies were dark. The first question I asked is, if it's almost 8, how come the place is still dark? And that was when I realized the shorter day, longer night system, and the longer day, shorter night system really works in Europe. In Ghana, where I come from, there are 24 hours in a day, of course. 12 hours for daylight, 12 hours for darkness. There's no 15 hours of daylight or 18 hours of daylight. No, we don't do that. It's fairly shared between the sun and the moon. So I was really shocked when I came to Germany. And it doesn't only happen during the winter time. During the summertime too, the sun stays up for a long time. It's like 9:30 and the sun is still up. I'm like, what are you doing? And one problem is you can't look up in the skies in Germany and tell the time like we used to do back home because of this system. If you look up, you might think it's 7:30, but it's actually maybe 10 p.m. in the evening. And in Ghana, you can just look up in the skies and tell the time, and that doesn't work in Germany because of the longer day, shorter night, and shorter day, longer night system. And one thing I was really confused, and I'm still confused as of now, but I just accept it, is the fact that during winter they shift the time back to an hour, and summer they bring it back forward as in to the normal time. I'm confused as in which people decided to do that and everyone is used to and it's normal. Like in winter we are like 1 hour behind, I think, and in summer we join the GMT system. I don't know why that works. If you know, let me know in the comment section below. I don't know why, but I just have to accept it and live with it because everyone in this country is used to it. I'm still confused. I'm still new in Germany, and yeah. So second on the list is maintenance culture. That's one thing I really love about the Germans. I don't know whether it's the Germans or the German government, because you are on the road and always you see construction. Like they are renovating their road, they are renovating their bridges. They don't wait till the thing is like 100% kaput. If they build something, the thing is supposed to last for 40 years. When the 40 years is up, whether or not the thing is still functioning, it has to be renovated or be brought down, and a new one will be elevated. Like, I love the way they keep their maintenance culture. They maintain their stuff. And if you've been in Germany or if you drive in Germany, you are always going to see renovation on the road, like on the Autobahn, in your community, like all the time. And that's one thing I really admire about the German government. I wish we could learn that from them. Okay, so next on the list is friendship and dating.
Tell me you have no friends without telling me you have no friends.
I live here.
I don't know which one is more difficult, whether learning the German language or making German friends, because making friends in Germany is very difficult. Probably Kwesiata came to Germany and he got the motivation to make the song. No new friend, that's the anthem. That's the anthem. Because making German friends, let me put it that way, it's very difficult. So Germans are not very open as we are back home. Even if we sit in their buses, they don't talk to each other. Everyone is seated and they get to their destination, they get down, and it's very difficult to make German friends. So if you come to Germany and you're not getting a lot of friends like you had back home. There's nothing wrong with you. That's how they are. That's the system. Just adapt to it. Because I can say for sure the number of friends I made my first week in University of Ghana is probably more than the number of German friends I've made for the past 28 months in Germany. So dating, when it comes to dating, I don't know what to say. Let me just say this.
Oh, those Africans move fast, huh? Quick.
And if you've been on dates in Germany, you realize their date ideas are not what I'm used to. Because you can't tell me, oh, let's go on a date, let's go climbing rocks, let's go to the forest and count woods. What will be next? Like, we'll be going to the river and be counting fishes. Dating, I don't know whether it's a white, I don't know. I have no idea, because the kind of date suggestions I've gotten in Germany is weird, and I don't know whether it's the kind of people I meet or that's how the system works here. Because normal going out, going for a walk, going to the cinema, these are the normal stuff we do. But going to the forest to count woods, I don't know how that can be fun, because the woods are creepy. So next on the list is going to be PDA, public display of affection. If you've not been to Germany before, like I'm telling you, you're going to see people kissing on the streets, holding hands is maybe normal, but making out in the bars. When I came to Germany, I was shocked. We don't do that in Ghana, where I come from. You don't see two couples making out in the streets, making out in the trotro or at the mall, holding hands, doing all those. We don't do that. But in Germany, it's normal. The old people are doing it. The young couples are doing it. Mother, father, uncle, grandma, oma, everyone. Like, it is in their system. And no one like, hey, Johnny, oh, you know, like, it's normal. So I know if you stay in Germany, you get used to it. But once you get home, you don't see those things again. So you have to be switching between Africa and Europe. It happens. People can switch perfectly, but we are still adapting to the system, you know. Okay, so one other thing that came as a shock to me was how blunt Germans are. Like, if it is red, it is red. They're not going to beat around the bush and tell you it is pink. If it is blue, it is blue. They're not going to beat around the bush and tell you it is violet. White is white, black is black, green is green. They are very blunt and straightforward. If your haircut is not nice, they'll be like, Promzi, your haircut is not nice. Or if you're making noise, they'll be like, you're making noise. Can you lower your voice? They don't go around beating about the bush. And I can't say I like it, because I don't really like it. Where I come from, we don't say things straightforward like that. You go around the bush. If my haircut is not nice, you'll be like, hey, Promzi, where you going? Have you changed your baba or something? Or I will understand where you're coming from, because if you ask me whether I've changed my baba, I'll be like, there's something wrong with my hair. You don't. That's why they make honest friends. If you have a German friend, they're very honest with you. If you're doing something that is no good, they're not going to hide and be like, you know, they'll be straightforward with you. If you're a Ghanaian and you've been in Germany for like 2 years and you meet me and my haircut is not nice and you go straight and tell me, you will get a knock, because I know you're not a German. For the Germans, that's how they are. If you're a Ghanaian, still go around the bush. I understand and I like it. So the next one on the list is the upbringing of kids. In school system, let me put it that way. Let's watch this video first.
If you spank your kids with a belt, that's called abuse.
That is why your children will not have sense.
That is why they will grow up and they will tell you shut up. In an African home, that is our training.
I don't know. So right now that I've lived in Europe for some time, I don't know which one is even the correct method, whether the one we practice home or the one we practice here, because I don't think German kids are that stubborn. That's why probably don't lash them in school. But in Ghana, the kind of students I went to meet in high school, Adisadel, Kumasi High, you know the schools, you know the guys' schools I'm talking about. If you decide not to lash them and you're going to talk with them, you will come back and they've sold the school. So I don't even know which one is the correct one, which one is the right, which one. I don't think there's even right and wrong. They are just, each one works perfectly in a different system, because if we decide to adapt their system, it will be chaos in our high school. But I was shocked to find out that they don't lash their students in schools. I don't even know how they punish them in schools. So one thing I want to talk about is communication. So in Germany, of course, they speak German, and if you get someone who speaks English, the person speaks English. That is it. There's no in between, like PG English or broken English. So honestly, it makes it difficult for me to text. It's either you're texting in German or you're texting in English. There's no in between. You can't be saying I dey, hey, you this boy cry. You like this slang that we use back home. I was shocked to find out people actually don't know anything about it. I thought it was like the whole world, everyone knew. Like I dey, even if you tell you meet Obama and say I dey, you understand what I dey. Apparently just back home, maybe Ghanaians and Nigerians, but Germany, it doesn't work. They don't dey. Vicators dey, how are you? And it makes communicating very formal. Hello, this is Dennis. How are you doing? I hope you are fine. Hi, this is Dennis. Charlie, you dey? I dey. Charlie, you're in. So when it comes to communication, one word I want to talk about is the N word. In fact, if I get enough courage, I'm going to do a whole video about this word.
Hey, what do you whoa?
And it's not a normal word in Germany. In fact, I don't think it's even a normal word outside the continent, because you don't get a lot of black people to talk to using the N-word. And the reason why I'm even using the N-word is showing you that I'm eventually erasing it from my vocabulary, because I don't use it again. If you use it in the presence of white people or white friends, you're going to get a lot of questions. Hey, Pomsy, you still use the N-word? How do you feel when you say the N? So I think the last thing I'm going to talk about is how quiet Germany is. Germany is a very quiet country. Like, if you've been to Germany before, you understand what I'm talking about. On their road is very quiet. You don't hear cars blowing their horns, ping pong. It's very quiet. In the city, of course, it's loud, but relatively quiet as back home. And to the point that even if you make noise after some time, you will have people calling the police to come and tell you that you are making noise. And if you have a friendly neighbor, he or she will come up to you and tell you that lower your noise, or else I will call the police to come and tell you to lower your noise. That's how quiet the country is. So yeah, there are other things that I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to ruin your first experience in Germany, like their windows, the other stuff. You have to experience it yourself so that you'll be shocked. Like when I came to Germany, the way I was shocked. Okay, so you've come to the end of this video. I hope you find it very entertaining. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like always, the name is Promzy, and I'm signing out. Peace.